Muhammad, the Muslim prophet with the powers of flame.
More than friends, young boy. We are super best friends, with the desire to fight for justice.
There we go.
Where you with?
Infowars.com?
Infowars?
Yeah, Infowars.
Oh, okay.
So, can you tell me what are you out here today for?
I got nothing to say, man.
Okay.
Okay.
How are you doing today?
I'm alright. How you doing?
What do you think about all this stuff that's going on?
I guess it's just you can say there's no point to it.
They told him not to talk.
Do what?
No, I was going to say I don't know what's going on. I barely.
I mean, what do you think about all this, though? Just your personal opinion.
I don't know.
We have a spokesman for the mosque.
Yeah.
If you want, you can interview.
Yeah.
You guys can't speak for yourselves?
I mean, it's no word. This is funny.
You're in America. You got freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want.
See if you can get the
We know
spokesman.
that. This is for sure.
Going against that.
This is
Going
just
against
for-
what?
You guys saying that fuck Islam, they shouldn't.
I never said that. I don't agree with ISIS.
It's okay.
Do you? What do you?
No.
do you-
Yeah, fuck ISIS.
say that again?
I said fuck ISIS. But you know, the protest for me is funny. It's just for show. It doesn't mean anything. It's just for show.
I don't
I'm just
know.
enjoying.
Got a lot of people talking.
Do I know?
ISIS is a piece of shit. That guy had the best sign out here. It said,
That's right.
fuck ISIS, not Islam.
Yeah.
Best sign out here.
Yeah. So who's your representative that can talk?
He's in the box.
My dad?
But yeah, he already spoke to a couple of media outlets.
He's been
Well,
Yeah.
Johnny
So-
Yarbrough is asking us to ask them their feelings on Sharia law versus the Constitution.
Do you think that Sharia law should be implemented in America over the Constitution?
Don't say anything. We don't believe that. We don't believe.
I mean, that's all you gotta do is yes or no.
That's why they're here, right? Because our
We gotta
country's
think, though, a lot of
great.
people, that's what people wonder. So they want to hear from someone who's being peaceful, and they just want to know. I mean, you gotta understand when someone doesn't know something, they
Of course.
become fearful.
Of course.
So
the
that's why I'm
United
trying to
States
ask you.
The United States Constitution gives us the right to pray here. So why would we want to get rid of the United States Constitution? Without the Constitution, we don't have a right to pray. These people are going to jump over the fence and shoot and kill everybody else. Without the United States Constitution protecting our rights to practice our religion.
Right.
So why would you want to get rid of that?
Okay.
Exactly.
I mean, I agree with you 100%. But I'm saying, a lot of people think that there's a lot of people who are radical who are saying, that all Islam is bad. I believe that everyone should have the right to practice whatever religion they want. That's what the country's founded on. But, I don't like ISIS.
Make that happen.
It's just ignorance.
Yeah.
Anytime in society, the less you know about something, the more you are afraid of it. But the more you learn about and understand it, that's when you become tolerant. In our history, they hated black people. Okay, there are less people who hate black people today than in our history. But what happened over time? They learned to live together and adapt, and know there's no reason to be afraid of them. Now they are afraid of Hispanics. They think they're going to take over Arizona. Okay, now they are afraid of Muslims. They think Muslims are going to take over. So this is nothing new. This has been around in our history for a long time.
Ask him where he's
Say
from.
that again. This is just another cycle.
And where are you from?
I'm a U.S. citizen.
No, but I'm just, with your accent, where are you from?
My accent is from Gambia in West Africa.
Okay. He said in Gambia.
Yeah.
Gambia, West Africa. This has been going, so this is just one cycle, like you said.
Yeah.
So another cycle will come around, someone else will be a target. The Imam preaches all the time that violence is not acceptable in Islam.
So what do you think about the two people that supposedly went here, and then the ones who went to Garland and went to attack the other event?
Their actions are unwarranted, and we do not condone their actions, and they should not have gone there.
How do you think they're getting
The First
radicalized?
Amendment of the United States Constitution, that they were provoked.
How do you think that they became radicalized, so to say?
We don't know them. We don't know them.
How long were they attending here, do you know?
We don't know, and I don't know. I've never met them, and I don't know them.
How long have you been going here?
About 6 years.
Okay, so out of that entire time, 6 years? Yeah, you didn't get radicalized.
Exactly.
But did you ever see those people?
No.
Did you, sir?
Oh no, don't say it. I'm an attorney.
Does he think they were set up?
Do you think they were set up at all?
No, I believe their actions are uncalled for. Violence is not accepted in Islam.
Oh no, but do you think that someone put them up to that? Do you think someone kind of grabbed them and radical?
I don't have personal knowledge of that, but I know here is not. It didn't happen here at the mosque. If they are radicalized, they must have been radicalized elsewhere. And radicalized is a subjective term. It depends what you mean by radicalized. What I
Saying
do
they want
know
to go
is
kill
this
people for a
mosque
cartoon.
does not tolerate their conduct.
Oh yeah, I mean, radical would be saying you want to kill somebody because they drew a cartoon.
Well, we do not support what they did. Okay, what they did was unacceptable. However, we don't see anybody speaking against provoking Islam. They are provoking us to act, and it's our job as Muslims to restrain ourselves when we get provoked.
I mean, that's our job as just adult human beings to restrain ourselves. If someone's verbally attacking you, you sit there and you move on. If you decide to take it to violence, then that's what escalates.
There is speech that's protected, and there is speech that is not protected.
All
Speech
speech is
that
protected.
provokes violence is not protected speech. Okay? Speech that, even hate speech is protected. But speech that provokes violence for someone to act is not protected speech. I believe
person
what they were
committing
doing in
violence
Texas
is the only
was
one
provocative
responsible for their
speech, and it's
actions.
not protected under the Constitution. However, I equally believe the conduct of those that went there allegedly from here in Phoenix, their conduct is unacceptable, and violence is also unacceptable under Islam. And the Imam believes that, our Muslim community believes that. And like the guy said, the best sign here is the one that says "Fuck ISIS, not Islam."
Yeah, I like that one.
Hey,
Okay.
tell him he should be the spokesman. He's an
Thank you
excellent
for coming.
speaker.
I don't speak.
No, you're very excellent.
I don't speak for the mosque, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's your opinion, yeah.
Yeah, I don't speak for the mosque. And but this scene to me is not surprising. For me, it's just for sure.
Well, do you think?
Does he think?
Do you think it stems? Well, no, but I'm saying, do you think it stems from the fact that with a lot of the ISIS stuff, the beheadings, because they've gone around killing Christians, they're lining people up on the beaches, chopping their heads off.
Our
Don't you
government
think that
funds them?
kind of gets a? Oh, and then on top of that, we know that our government drops some weapons as well too. So I mean,
No. What protest is nothing new. This has been around forever.
oh yeah, I go to protest all the time.
Exactly. So this is not the first time this happened. The events you mentioned, these types of protests have been around before those events occur. So we can't blame this protest on those events that you mentioned. So if that event is over, tomorrow they'll have a different reason to protest.
Well,
But
they're
the underlying
protesting
reason
because
for
of
their
the
protest
Charlie
is
Hebdo
hate
attacks.
and fear
I mean, originally.
of someone else's religion. They're here, they think Islam and Muslims are going to take over.
Well, you don't
No.
think? Well, people are protesting because of the Charlie Hebdo
They are in
thing.
Europe.
So the fact that armed gunmen came in and shot people because they drew something. I mean, people attack all kinds of religions, but that's where you have to restrain yourself.
Exactly. We had the Holocaust. The Jewish people were persecuted. They were not persecuted by Muslims. Okay. We had the Crusaders, who were the Christians. They were not the Muslims. The Crusaders killed more people than the so-called Muslims did. You see what I'm saying? So people will always have reason to protest, and it's their right to protest. What we don't accept is provoking someone to act because you hate them. That's not protected under
Here
the
again,
United
he's putting the
States.
blame back on the people drawing pictures.
But then you're blaming the people who are you're blaming
Okay.
the victim.
Well, how do you think that they became radicalized, so to say?
We don't know them. We don't know them.
How long were they attending here? Do you know?
We don't know, and I don't know. I've never met them, and I don't know them.
But did you ever see those people?
No.
Did you, sir?
Oh no. Don't say it. If they are radicalized, they must have been radicalized elsewhere.
manner.